So, we're at the airport now. It's about 20 to 6. Our flight is at 6:20. We're going to Frankfurt to shoot a YouTube series with Daniel Kubik, a very well-known German natural bodybuilder, and a quite famous name in the natural bodybuilding world, especially in Germany. So yeah, this is the first step of the journey. So let's go to the gate, and you'll hear way more about the series and everything when we get to Frankfurt. See ya.
Hello.
Hello. First of all, cheers.
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 It is 9 a.m. Okay, so we're in Frankfurt airport.
Yeah.
Still, I guess.
Now you can see.
We are waiting for our train to Bad Kreuznach, where we will be meeting Daniel. After that, we'll be going to his gym. We'll talk more about that later, but it's like half an hour drive away. So that's the plan right now. We just ate some sandwiches, donuts, all kinds of stuff just to get some energy. So that's the plan right now. We'll enjoy a little monster, go down, catch our train in about 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
And then
Go see
Daniel Kubik.
Yeah.
So we're approaching Bad Kreuznach now in this horrendously warm train. It's like 25 degrees in here. It's not 25 degrees outside, it's just very warm in here, but hot as hell, just like us. The views are very nice though, so that's always something. There's a gym, an outside gym. Nice. We're here.
And here is absolutely anabolic lighting. Best spot.
Can you tell us briefly about you and who you are?
I'm Daniel Kubik. I'm from Germany, in a smaller city here. It's small, it's quiet, but it's cool here. I'm 27 years old. I'm a natural bodybuilder. I'm natural bodybuilding online coach. I'm a physiotherapist, competing since 2016. Yeah, the first time. I'm training since 13 or 14 years. I started with 14, I remember that, yeah.
When you started training, was it bodybuilding you got into right away? Or did you do other sports as like a start to your fitness journey?
If I remember it right, I don't know if it was soccer the first or kickboxing the first, karate. I did both together for about 4 or 5 years. After that, I cut the kickboxing for 2 years, and I think that was the time I will start with bodybuilding training. The first 2 years of the bodybuilding was just fitness. Yeah, it was the same like the most of us in this age. Yeah, I go to the gym with older friends of mine. The friends were about 18, I was 14, so they took me with them, and we go to the gym 1 time, 2 times, 3 times a week and do a lot of shitty stuff. Yeah, because in this time it was so like I go to the gym. On Monday it's chest day, on Tuesday it's back day, on Wednesday shoulders and arms, and on the weekend always been the leg day. Yeah, and on the weekend you never train. Yeah. Because you're going out and have some soccer matches, for example, yeah, or going out and drink with your friends, so you can't train. Yeah. And on the Monday, there wasn't leg day, there was chest day. After 2 years, 2.5 years, that I noticed that the bodybuilding training makes me more fun, I think more fun than my friends. So I get a little bit deeper in it. Look a little bit more after nutrition, and then come to the bodybuilding stuff that hurts a little bit in the training. Yeah, so do your 5-6 sessions a week, train a little bit longer, train a little bit harder, look after your nutrition. Sleep was not so good in this time, but yeah, that was one of the biggest problems in there, the nutrition, and the training was good after 2 or 3 years of training, and yeah, the whole time I get a little bit deeper, yeah, with the training.
Was there anything specific that got you into bodybuilding? Like the change from just going to the gym to doing actual bodybuilding?
I had much fun with lifting weights, yeah, getting stronger, and enjoy the process. I think I have really good genetic. We talked about before, I trained my arms the same like my friends, and my arms grow much more. I think that is one point that hold me in this bodybuilding game and push them out, because I getting stronger really fast, I getting bigger really fast, and I have fun with the process. So I think that was the key point which holding me in the bodybuilding training, yeah.
Has bodybuilding had an impact on the person you've become today?
Of course. Bodybuilding is my person. Everything, yeah. The things you connect with bodybuilding, the discipline, the routines, the habits, everything is me today. So my day has a really big structure. So in the morning I wake up around the same time every day. I work very hard on every process. So for example, first, with my work, I work with electricity in Germany here. The more I enjoyed the bodybuilding process, the more deeper I get into bodybuilding, the more I realized that I can change a little bit my mind for other things in my life. The work, the social life, and everything. And my second work was the physiotherapist. I did this with the bodybuilding training, with the social media stuff, with a girlfriend, with everything, and it was possible. Yeah, everybody in the school told me, no, that is too much. You have to do less. Yeah, you have to train less. You have to socialize less. You have to focus more on the physiotherapist, on the anatomy and the learning. Yeah, and for me, I think it was not easy, but it was possible, because I know if I invest that time directly to the examine and to the physiotherapist stuff, and do my training strictly and have a good structure over the day, I will do it both. And yeah, it was possible. So the bodybuilding gave me a big impact in the structure for the day, and I think that's really important, because the structure is everything.
Why did you choose natural bodybuilding over enhanced bodybuilding?
A big point was the support of my parents for the fitness. A lot of friends of mine told me they had problems with their parents, they don't accept the bodybuilding stuff, the fitness stuff, and I never had a problem with that. My parents always say that's a good thing, yeah, support it, and they just won't that I get in touch with steroids. I hadn't the contact with it. I hadn't the contact from friends, or never had contact with steroids. Yeah, with my social life and everybody in the fitness industry. So for me, it was no option. I didn't know what steroids can give me, which steroids I have to use for bigger impact. And yeah, the other thing is the thing that my parents don't like it. And yeah, for me it was cool, because I don't know that I will get that big in my bodybuilding career. So in the first 5 years, 6 years, I trained, yeah, and that's it. So I told you that I started with 14. With 17, I would love to go to the stage. Had an injury, so I had to cancel it. Had to wait another 1.5 years or 2 years to get on stage. And that was the first time I get in touch really with natural bodybuilding. And I was so impressed of the show, of the other guys, that there were so much persons there. And I'm not the only one who would like to compete. Yeah? And so I stayed natural, and 1 year later, 2016, I placed 8th in my first competition by the GmbF in the junior class. And I remember that day because I was the massive guy in the field, but I wasn't shredded. I prepared myself with a bodybuilding gym owner here. He's located here, and yeah, it was a prep with much struggles with eating and everything, and I binged sometimes, and yeah, it wasn't good. And if I get on stage, I saw I was the biggest guy and don't get into the finals. Yeah, it was a crash for me, a big one. So I said to myself, okay, next year I compete again, yeah, and come shredded. So I prepped very hard with low calories. I think the last 8 weeks or something was with 1,400 calories. In this time, there was the omega-3 acids in the 1,400 and EAAs, I think. Yeah, so I just ate salad with chicken, and yeah, that's it. So that wasn't a good prep too, but I came shredded, yeah, and I get my first pro card. Yeah, I win as a junior the AMBF show overall in the junior and the men's class, and took the overall in the end. And after that there was the GmbF. I won the junior overall. After that the men's class, and I placed, I think, 3rd in the overall, yeah, with 20 years. And this was cool. This was really nice, because it showed me that everything you gave in the process, you can pull out again. That was the first contact, and so I was, at this date, I was a name in the bodybuilding here in Germany, yeah, because as a junior you win an overall in the men's class. It's a big thing, and yeah, I don't look like now without adductors, and yeah, it was crazy, but the conditioning was okay. Yeah, conditioning was okay. The muscle mass on the upper body was good. Quads were okay, but yeah, the hams, adductors, and glutes was really small. Yeah. So I talked to myself and say, hey, you have to get more mass on your legs. Yeah. If you would like to be one of the best German natural bodybuilders, in this time my mind was more in Germany. Yeah. Because I know guys like Brose, Patrick Teutsch, and bigger guys. Yeah. And I told me, if I would like to go to the next step and catch up with these guys on stage, I have to put on more mass. So I did an off-season for 4.5 years, and the natural bodybuilding wasn't finished for me. And it isn't finished for me yet. So if I go to an bodybuilding show now, to an NPC, IFBB, and use steroids, I'm nobody. Now I am someone. I had won the PNBA Worlds. I won about 6 or 7 overalls in my career, in the small career with 27 years. The world slowly getting in touch with me. So, and if I get on steroids, yeah, I have to start at 0.
A little different question. In your opinion, what is the best and the worst about bodybuilding as a sport?
The best thing is the structure you get, the habits you get, the routines you get. And the baddest thing is the structure, the habits and the routines. I don't know how to say it in English. In German it's like Fluch and Segen. You get much structure, you get good habits, you get good routines, but you are committed in the sports really deep. If you would like to do it good, you are committed deep. You can't go out and eat something, whatever you want. The length of the training sessions, the sleep you prefer instead of going out with your friends and yeah, stuff like that. I think for socializing it's a bigger problem, the bodybuilding, but for me it's okay. So because I love the bodybuilding more. Yeah, it's not that I love the bodybuilding more than every person in my social life, my girlfriend, my sister, my family, they are over bodybuilding, yeah, and every time. But it's better for me like going out, drink something and do stuff like that. If I would like to catch up with a friend, I say, hey, let's go take a coffee or something like that. Or my best friends are training here in the gym. There are 3 or 4 persons, so I see them here. I talk with them here a lot of time, because if you train 2.5 hours, you have a lot of time to talk with them and have fun. They support me on the competitions, and I think you have to focus on this amount of friends, not on everybody. And yeah, but I think if you go to a holiday, yeah, with your girlfriend, and you are always in a working process at home, yeah, and she would like to have a holiday with just a holiday, it isn't possible because of the bodybuilding, because of the coaching lifestyle, yeah, and everything else, yeah. She cannot take me to a dinner where I eat something. I have to sleep, yeah. It's for me it's okay to shift a little bit, 2 hours, for example, instead of 10 o'clock, I go to 12 o'clock to bed. But for me it isn't possible to get 3 o'clock or 3 a.m. yeah, to bed or something like that. It's not possible. I can't, yeah. And yeah, I think that's a big problem of the bodybuilding, but the good sides are better, yeah. You are healthy, yeah. You know everything about food, everything you need about food, and think to an older age, yeah. If I'm 80 and I track my calories and I'm living 20 years more because I know what I eat, I know what I have to take for supplements and stuff like that, and I have to walk and steps, and I know everything about it. And I think in the older age I will get a really big outcome of it, yeah. And now this is the fundamental stuff, yeah. So bodybuilding is cool for everybody that's listening. Bodybuilding is a good thing, yeah. Do it.
Do you have any specific personal goals outside of bodybuilding?
Yeah, I think so. It's funny because the goals, every year, every 2 years, I have changes in my goals. Yeah, the goals I set in the 5 years ago, for example, aren't the goals that I would like 5 years after. And now I think my personal goals are, yeah, to get here to the home gym. I told you that my home gym isn't not at home, yeah. It's a funny thing, but the building is mine and I would to live here, fix it. And this is the goal, the big goal for next year, for 25. Then the next goal is to be a better version of myself on stage, yeah. This year with my contest prep. And in social life, I think the biggest goal with the change that living here is to have a little bit more time for me and my friends. And the working goal for me, my friends, more for me, myself, girlfriend and family, because I lived away from my family. I saw them less, yeah, in the last 3 years, because I have to do prioritization with my work. Yeah, that will be a personal thing, and yeah, I think I will be the best natural bodybuilding coach in the world in the next years. It's a big goal, but I think with the last years I have a big impact in the German region in Europe. So we took a lot of overalls in the last 3 years. In 2022 I get world champion. and win every overall. In 2023, yeah, we took some overalls too. The German, the Netherlands, the World Championship. I have one client who get World Champion too in 2 classes. I have one who placed 4 in the pro class, newcomer. And yeah, the last season Benjamin took every overall. Not the WMBF Pro overall, just a class win, yeah. And my classic athlete Niklas took the classic overalls in AMBF, EM, IMBA, EM, and Evo Classic. So last year was really good, and this year I hope I do it myself again. Yes. Yeah, and next year my client. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's in the future I will bring it to the top. Yeah.
We are now at our Airbnb. It was quite the struggle to get in here. It kind of looked like Daniel helped us. It kind of looked like an abandoned place, just walking through the corridors, like plastic on like the doors and stuff. But it's very nice. But now the plan is to get something to eat, because we haven't eaten for 6 hours, and been shooting since 6 hours ago. So yeah, that's the plan. We're in this amazing city. There's so many great opportunities for places to eat. I don't know if you can see me, but yeah. So probably some pizza or some kebab or some stuff. Yeah. What would you like, Matthias?
I don't know. Something to eat.
Yeah, me too. This is hygge. Okay, we kind of forgot to film an ending, so now we're in bed together. Watching some Ryan Trahan. Yeah.
Yeah.
This whole video was kind of like us going here, then Daniel, then us. Or the plan was supposed to be that we ended off this video like some food and some fun and everything, but we kind of forgot, so we ended up at like a food market.
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
So we spent like half an hour there just looking. It was quite fun. This might not end up in the video, but we'll see. So, see you in the next episode. Bye.